right, back again. It's the Hot or Not Music Spot. Nerds rule the world. I am Flip here with the Checkpoint Squad, Brian, Sapph, WebsterStyle. We have another music track for y'all. This one I'm a little not so sure on because it's coming after a death. So can we really celebrate death in music? Is it too early or just right? Y'all ready to hear this track? I'm sure you're curious what it's going to be about.
I mean,
yeah, I'm curious.
I have an inkling, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah, I think I have an inkling too.
All right, well, it's Gucci Mane. Let it take off.
Okay.
Let it take.
Now.
Woo! Yeah, I'm just not sure. So if it's too early, do we be making a track?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I can understand why you Lois might be too early, but then I'm also looking at it from the standpoint of
just left man roll, I shed a tear.
Process.
I'm still in disbelief.
Healing process.
He works things out.
I think about the memories, it give me chills.
I mean, he's pretty good at marketing. So there's also a marketing play. You know, the funeral just happened. Like Takeoff's death is really, really fresh. So people are gonna enjoy at least hearing what Gucci Mane had to say about it.
Need some time to heal, but my job got no work relief. See, we lost shouted low just months ago, lost P&D.
Now the flow's real nice on
crazy, you can't even take your chick to eat. The way they
and it's kind of feeling this connection, you know. We've all seen all this.
Really a sight to see. They killed my nigga about some candy.
You hip hop head, you understand? You've seen all this stuff happen.
Go to jail and now they shaming me, but I take it sober like a soldier. I don't need a big
okay, so
my shoulder if he need to lean. I tried to drown the pain away by drinking pints of lean until I woke up in the hospital. It wasn't a dream. It's hard to not think about Dolphin's son and little girl, and now I think about the life I'm about bringing.
This kind of stuff.
I said don't dish the dead.
I understand where Gucci is coming from, what he's doing, and I actually appreciate it as a fan of hip hop.
And I just might be a little bit.
Everybody he's mentioned so far has been they've made their mark on
the day we met
genre,
my nigga, you know I can't forget.
All right, there we go. There's the track. Gucci Mane, Let It Take Off. WebsterStyle, what you want to say?
I think I may have a different perspective on this one based on the conversation, but I think it's hot. But more so because and I've never been the biggest Gucci Mane fan, but he can rap, he can, he gets the right track, he can flow, and he's really flowing on this one.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, I can only imagine how tight knit of a community or how a small of a community hip hop really is.
Mm-hmm.
And how close particularly all of these men are and become even before they get famous. And and I might be going in a little deep. As men, we are taught oftentimes really to suppress what we feel and really to express ourselves in such an open way. So he's doing this, and it's not just about Takeoff. He's really talking about all of the people in the community that we've lost in the past year or 2 years. And obviously, those of us older, we've been, seeing this for a very long time, but there is a heartfelt pain in the verses that I heard. And that was his way of really expressing that grief. I mean, he talked about like he coped by drinking lean and ended up in the hospital. Because we are taught to suppress all of that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's using his pen really to express all of the hurt and the pain and the grief that he's been feeling over the course of the past few years of people that he's been close to in the community that have died tragically, not just died because of violence, died needlessly and senselessly. And Takeoff death seems like it was just like he couldn't hold back anymore, and he had to say something. He had to put down what he was feeling in the words and put it on wax. So I applaud Gucci for that, because that takes a lot of strength and a lot of courage. And I'm not even looking at it as a marketing ploy. I'm looking at it as he had something to say, and he had a pain in grief that was just building up with everything that's happening. He needed to get it out. So I applaud him for that. So for that alone is hot for me.
Yes. And I share the same sentiments. I feel right, because Takeoff, that was very, very like surprising and senseless, and it's still something I'm trying to like work through myself. So I understand Gucci Mane's like feeling behind this, especially because the Atlanta hip hop community, they are tight knit. Like obviously there's beef that happens, and it is like a little bit of a I don't want to say hypocrite, but something along those lines, because Gucci Mane has taken a life before that's dealt with the hip hop community, but that's also something that happened quite some time ago, and it was over something that's completely different from what's going on with today's rap killings. So I agree with you. I feel like he's definitely trying to get his feelings off. Everybody knows that Gucci Mane is one of the like biggest influences on the Migos, period. Like their entire style of rap is mostly credited to Gucci Mane and his early music and stuff like that. So I get it. I feel like the song is hot. The video is actually quite well done, especially think about how short of a time period it's been. Like Takeoff passed maybe 2 weeks ago at this point.
Yeah.
And the funeral was literally days ago. So good turnaround. The video looks nice. He mentioned XXX Tentacion, who is also people are still grieving him, even though it was years and years ago. And Young Dolph, that was tragic. I'm pretty sure he said something about Nipsey Hussle in the song. And we just lost so many people. That the fact that Gucci Mane took time to memorialize them in this way, that to me, to like Webster said, hot. I really appreciate that, especially because Atlanta, like Takeoff was, or the Migos are a staple in Atlanta the same way Gucci Mane is, and it's only right. I don't know if anybody else doing it would have made sense, but yeah, he get his flowers from me. It's hot.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. So hot from WebsterStyle, hot from Brian Sapph. For Flip, I was at first like, and again, and y'all echo too, like I'm a little unsure here at the beginning, a little too early, but I think every sentiment you kind of illustrated a second ago, WebsterStyle, just like, yeah, we as a culture need to feel, and as men, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to grieve and also use the medium to express that grief.
Right.
And this was probably really good therapy to just get it out in a track. And again, because it's been so senseless and been so many, I felt it. So definitely hot. And also will hopefully inspire and stop it in the future. If that's the only thing we can hope for. If we talk about it, we see it, and we could just change the way people are thinking. So anyway, Flip says it's hot. Brian Sapph, WebsterStyle says it's hot. Hot or Not Music Spot, NRW, Nerds Rule the World. Let us know what you think about our Hot or Not tracks. We're gonna try and do this more often. If it's trending, we're gonna talk about it and let you know how we feel. There you go. Hot or Not Music Spot. I'm Flip, Brian Sapph, WebsterStyle. We're out of here. Yeah. There we go.